Because she assimilated the boy after I said so important to her. It doesn't matter. It's not going to be able to make good on that friend. Wish I shared your confidence. You don't want to give that such experience. So I think it would have this really anxious to see it. But if the board are because I'm not saying the board aren't dangerous. From my perspective, it's been 30 years behind the times. We should have pushed out a lot of the dark side of that. But I want to hear too much. Let's just say I ran a few more times before I needed to. If I hadn't developed technology and tactics that could defeat them, standing here today.
Hey Ed, how's it going? Drone shots. Hope everybody's doing well.
It's a waste of time. The shield of the manifold is regulated with the sex index at 8%. You might be able to. But by the time you go down to the third shade of that, there may be a way to bring them down simultaneously. If you decide them up, or to be crushed like a bug. This house is here. There's nothing in the outer world but exit hours. I am standing around leading a fantasy active scenarios. And she's probably got the entire collective nuclear company. So take the shit back. Finally destroy that house. Let's take water. You can do this. Because I remember how stubborn and self-righteous I used to be. I figured if I tried to do something stupid, we have an opportunity to deal in a perfectly low or say millions of lives. I should invest 10 years looking for a way to get this. So you throw it all away on something intergalactic. She's going to say that. Why? Skip that mistake.
Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing today? I'm hoping well.
You chose to put the lives of supreme leaders over the lives of your crew. You can't make the same mistake again. You got white turn. Trains on water. If it takes a few more years, then that's 7 times and to die. 3 years from now, she'll be entered on the motion. She'll make it back to the water. Die in the arms of her husband. She'll come to him. You'll never be safe if you stay instead. Between this day and the day I got wanted to rid. There's two.
Hey, Dominic. How's my buddy Dominic doing?
Yeah, yourself. Sunday morning here. Easter Sunday. Okay, let's find some chat.
Ed's here.
Okay, we found some chat.
How you doing,
Hello,
Ed?
Ed.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning.
Depending where you are, yeah.
Good evening, Mr. Edward.
Brenda.
Good evening, Drone Shots.
Brenda, Edward,
Doing very good, thanks.
Jody. Right.
Yep, Jody's here.
Yep, I think we've got everybody.
Everybody so far.
Oh, guess what I did today?
What'd you do
What
today?
did you do?
Did you go fly?
I'm so mad. Yes, I went
crashed.
flying. No, I went flying to it's like we have like it's called the Forks here in Winnipeg. It's a famous place for tourists and stuff.
Yeah.
So I went fly there, and I left my stupid SD card on my SUV from the other time I was taking the video out. I forgot to put back in the drone.
So you flew it without any SD card?
Yep.
Oh.
I
but
thought
it-
I was
it-
I thought I was recording. I get home, I go to go and then download, take the card out, and I was like,
Yeah, but here's what were you flying?
the Mini 3 Pro.
Okay, it probably recorded to its internal memory.
Only record a little bit.
Oh,
Only
really?
got like not even 50 seconds of it.
Oh, wow. Well, hey, we've all made those kinds of mistakes before, right, Dominic?
Yep.
I was like, damn it. And it was nice out too.
Brenda says Happy Easter to everybody.
Yeah, happy
Happy
Easter.
Easter.
Well, see, Dominic's in Easter. He's
Yeah.
he's in the spirit.
Yeah.
He's already hunting for his eggs.
Yeah.
Did you find him?
Not yet.
Do they have a lot of egg hunts down there in Australia?
They might. Don't really know. They probably do. But that's for children and that, and I don't have any. And if I probably asked, you'll probably find that they would. Yes.
Yeah, so I can imagine that the kids would love to have the Easter egg hunts.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, it's an easy way to do that, Edward.
So I'd imagine a lot of people are busy with family or getting ready for tomorrow or whatever.
Yeah, I can only stay until 10 to 5. I got family coming over.
You can what?
Can only stay until 10 to 5.
What time is it there now?
8 after 4. 4:08. So
Okay, so you're going to give us about 40 minutes of your time?
yes, sir.
Well, if we don't get a lot of people joining, it might be a short one tonight.
Yep.
Oh, they'll come. They'll come.
Ed Hassig says he's never made that mistake before, Ed, but he doesn't fly drones.
As I said to him a few minutes ago, yeah. It's one way not to make the mistake.
Oh, that happens, I guess. I don't know.
Hey, Jim. Now, what's the weather like there, Paul?
What's that?
What's the weather like there?
Well, as you can see, it's just kind of dank. It's not, we got a little bit of rain this morning, but not raining now, but it's not bright and sunny and not like you'd like to see,
What's the temperature?
It's 46 degrees.
Yes. You're in spring
Yep,
and we're in autumn
yep.
and we're coming off a couple of 80s.
Wow.
Here it's +9, feels like 12, and the wind is 16 kilometers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we had 29 degrees Celsius.
Nice.
In the
Supposed to be
middle,
20. Go ahead.
yeah,
Sorry.
and we're having 29 in the middle of April. That is almost halfway through. We're getting close to halfway through autumn. I'm not complaining. I just want it to stay this way, but
That's
I
be
don't
like
think
the
it will.
middle of October here, right?
Yeah, it's the similar. Yeah, yeah, it would be a similar. The middle of your autumn.
So you guys are going into winter right now?
Well, we're heading. Yeah, we're in
Heading
autumn,
that way,
heading
yes.
towards winter.
What? So when it's winter here, it's summer there?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm moving there.
everything is
Yeah.
reversed.
He's south of the equator.
Yeah. All the seasons are reversed down here. Do you like humidity, Ed?
Oh, yes. That doesn't
Okay,
bother me.
Well, then if you really like high humidity, parts of Australia will do you well.
To the point
But if
where
you
you're
like-
driving your to the point where you're driving your car and your back is stuck to the seat.
Yeah, that's possible. Darwin would be the answer to you, which is 4.5 hours from where I am. But if you like that sort of humidity, Darwin's the place for you.
Go lay down,
But
bud. Go lay down.
if
Lay
you want
down.
a little bit of variety in your weather, you go
Go
south.
lay down.
Yeah, south of that, which is probably, most of the state I'm in is Victoria. And that's Victoria, Australia, not Victoria, British Columbia.
Okay.
I've already had I always have a interesting discussion with people when I say Victoria. It's the same as Melbourne. Melbourne's the capital of Victoria, and there's a Melbourne in Florida as well. So
Well, isn't there a province there called Queensland too?
in Australia, yes,
Yes.
that's north of me.
Oh,
And that's if you like heat, if you like humidity and you like heat, then that's another spot in Australia you like. But if you want some variety in your weather and you like a bit of cold, a bit of hot, and a bit of everything, come and see where I am. Or if you it'll never be your cold temperatures, but Tasmania, which is the little island below Australia, that's where some really good snow is. But you're probably sick of snow by now.
so you don't get snow then?
Yeah, we do, but it's about an hour and a half drive
Oh,
from where I am. There's the Alps, and it goes through northeastern Victoria and southwestern New South Wales,
okay.
because you've got four states on the east coast, 2 in the central, and 1 in the west of Australia. It takes up almost half the map, Western Australia.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, Paul, I just learned something new. See?
There you go. You're
And
never never too old to learn, Ed.
Yeah,
And I don't even
I'm
have to go to
selling you
school.
Australia.
Yeah.
Don't even have to go to school. My teacher is right here.
Yeah, I'm selling selling you Australia.
Nice.
And the climate is the top half of Australia is hot and the bottom half is cold. It does heat up, but not all the time.
Is it expensive to live there, if you don't mind me asking? Like, is it like Canada or the
well,
States?
Yeah, I really don't know, because I've been to the States before, but that was like 40 years ago. So
Okay, let's say to rent a 2-bedroom apartment. Here it goes $1,500
a month,
a month. Yeah.
I think it'd be a little bit more than that.
Oh wow.
Here comes Mark. Hello, Mark.
Hi, Paul, Ed, Dominic.
Hello, Mark.
Not we're nicely positioned. We've got one from each different continent.
Well, no, we haven't got any Africa.
No, I'm saying in terms of, I know what you meant, but what I'm saying is in terms of the people on the panel, each of them are from a different country then.
Yeah, I'm from
Country.
Europe.
Not continent, because
I'm
Ed and
yeah,
Paul are the same continent.
my apologies for making a mistake. I humbly apologize.
No, you don't. Don't
Oh,
tell them.
Okay.
The Australians never do anything humbly.
I'm gonna go move right beside Mark in the UK.
Oh, there you go.
we've had a bloody horrible day.
You couldn't leave where you're at, Ed. You've been there too long.
You know what? If something came better, I would pick up and leave.
Well, that's the thing about being younger. When you're older, I'm not looking to go anywhere except maybe in the ground, you know?
No.
I mean, we don't have as nice as weather as Portugal, but we have nicer weather than Canada.
Hmm. Yeah, but the thing is with the strange thing about Canada is that most of it's a huge spot, but most of it's uninhabitable, much like Australia.
Yeah, it depends
Yeah.
where you go, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they
Yeah,
don't call us Winnipeg for nothing.
I mean, a lot of the UK is uninhabitable, and all we call it Liverpool.
You know, if you want to go to a good place in Canada, it's like BC, Victoria. That's where it's really nice.
Hmm. There must be something about Victoria, because
Oh,
Victoria is one of the best parts of Australia.
it's beautiful there.
Must be about the naming of it.
Yeah, it's beautiful there.
The capital of the Seychelles.
Yeah, as I said, must be something about the name Victoria, because our state is named after. Considering the fact that we've got a lot of place names here that are named
Oh,
for place in the UK.
even beside Paul there too, on Niagara Falls is really nice too with the waterfall
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah, because we've got many a place name in Australia that we seem to have stolen off other countries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty much. I think pretty much all the state capitals have been found somewhere.
I'm not sure about Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure we haven't got anywhere called Canberra.
That's not a state capital. That's the national capital. So I'm gonna pull you up on that one.
I mean,
Oh.
we have got a Canberra Street down the road from me, but
Okay.
near
Yeah.
Man, it's almost next to Manchester City's ground.
Oh, okay. Is that still? Do you still have an Etihad Stadium there?
The Etihad, yeah, that's where City
Yeah.
play.
Yeah, because we at one stage we had our stadium at the Docklands was named Etihad, or the Etihad, and then Marvel, the comic, distribution or comic, whatever you call them, took over the naming rights, and it's now Marvel Stadium.
Yeah, the
And
public.
it's a big advertising hoarding for Marvel now.
Well, the Etihad is less than 2 miles from my house.
Mine's a short tram ride.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
get to it. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 stops.
Oh, even better. That's great. Yeah, we've got one major stadium, 2 smaller ones, and a couple of smaller ones on top of that, just in a small area. They're all pretty much near each other.
Oh, we got plenty of small ones.
Yeah. I'm just saying, the small radius.
But I mean, the Etihad is a massive complex. It's not just City's football ground.
Yeah.
There's
Same here.
There's a tennis court. training place. There's Manchester City's women's football ground.
Yes.
There's the sports academy. There's gyms. There's a indoor cycle track.
Trying to think where our velodrome is. There used to be one further out, but I think that changed because I know that was the site of the 1956 Olympics. That was the Northcote Velodrome, but I think they've moved it closer in. Because we've got that, we've got the MCG, we've got Marvel Stadium, we've got Amy Stadium, which is a rectangular for rugby and soccer. Then you've got Gosh's Paddock, which makes up the whole area, and that whole area takes in the Australian Open tennis, where they have the 3 tennis courts. Then you've got Yarra Park, which is the larger part of the Melbourne Cricket Ground. Hey, JDS,
Hey,
Come and join us
how's it
again.
going?
come and join us.
Yeah, we got various tennis clubs. Didsbury's probably the biggest one.
Mm.
Quite a few different football grounds, including Old Trafford.
Hey,
Old Trafford Cricket Ground as well
yep,
is separate.
one of the famous ones.
Lots of minor league football team stadiums and cricket pitches.
Yeah. Yeah, because as you go further out with Gosh's Paddock, they've got a couple of small cricket grounds there too, because that's where some of the main Australian teams train.
Mhm.
You've got the cricket nets just outside the cricket ground, and then you've got further nets as you go past that, and then the whole of Gosh's Paddock is 3 or 4 grounds there. So we've got
yes, I seen that one at GDS. I seen that one earlier this morning. It was pretty cool. I like the way you just landed. You guys should check out that video that he put up. Oh, that thing was wicked. Of his fire
Good one,
jet.
huh?
Oh, it's a good one, yeah. Sounds like a real plane too, a real jet. GDS, come up. Dominic wants to see
yeah,
your face.
come on up again.
Yeah, come on and join the panel because I'm going to go catch a ship here shortly, and I don't want to leave the guys by themselves.
Oh, we can handle it.
I know you can.
We can find something to talk about.
Hey, Paul, don't forget your SD card, eh?
Yeah.
As soon as I get done flying, the SD card comes out, goes in the computer. Then when I'm done, I flash the SD card and put it back in the drone, and then put it in the case.
Mm,
So,
yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh, he's out work.
drink
Okay.
dog. It's a can of no sugar cherry flavoured Pepsi.
Nice.
Mm.
Yep.
See, look, Dominic. See, and I
Yeah.
forgot to put it back in a drone. It's still
Yeah.
here.
You should, in your bag, you should have another one.
You should
as
have a
the
Yeah, that's
emergency.
what I'm gonna do. Yeah.
But you didn't you took off. You didn't know you didn't have one, did you?
No, I didn't know. No, I thought I had put it on.
Yeah.
What, SD card?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was flying this morning to a very popular place, and
Always keep one in your remote controller.
Yeah.
yeah, that too. Yeah.
Comes in handy as a spare if it's needed.
I wouldn't know until I got home anyway, so it wouldn't make me a difference. Can you record both at the same time or no?
Ah,
You can record for about 4 or 5 minutes
Now,
That-
which
on the
controller are you,
internal memory.
which controller are you using, Ed?
The digital one, the one with the
Okay.
screen.
You can put an SD card in there too.
yeah, if it's the
Yeah,
RC,
that's what I'm saying. Like if I
Kidding.
have an SD card inside the drone and one in a remote, can I record both at the same time?
You can screen record from the remote,
Yeah.
which
yeah,
will
your
put
screen
all
record goes to the.
that'll put
Oh.
all the data on the screen on it as well.
And have the other one on the drone recording at the same time.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Got you guys.
I'm not as technical as you guys, but yes.
You
Mm,
can also plug a microphone into the bottom of the remote and record your voice while you're recording the screen recording as well.
yeah,
Ah,
because the yeah, Mic 2 you can do that with as well. Mic 2,
Yeah.
Mic Mini. You can plug it straight into the USB.
Yeah, you can do it with all of them, I think.
Yeah,
it has to be a C type, right?
yep.
Bye, GDS. Don't work too hard, eh?
Yep. Yep. Oh, excuse me. So-
What boat are you catching now? Well,
The Algoma Equinox.
oh,
Okay.
Equinox. That's the name of a car.
No, it's,
Yeah.
excuse me, Algoma Conveyor.
Oh, okay.
That's the name of the belt.
It's headed for Two Harbors, which is way up in Lake Superior.
Oh, cool.
It's just under 1,000 foot.
Okay. So is it coming or going?
It's going upstream, headed that way.
So that means it picked its stuff up and it's going, or
No, it's gonna go up and load up there.
oh, okay. So it's going out. It's going out.
Yep.
It's going to pick
Unless
stuff up.
unless it has something it's taking to Superior, which is unusual.
I don't think I've ever seen one loaded up with containers yet.
The only trouble, see, we've got a port near me, but the trouble is the way that the way the traffic is and the way that they have set it up, I can sort of see where it is. I can do an aerial shot of it, but because there's a huge bridge in front of it, and trying to get across that bridge and under it, it is a very trying experience, I must say. You've got to go around and then through, even though it's probably 400 or 500 meters visually. It's a couple of kilometers by the time. I think it's about 20 or 30 minutes to get there.
Uh-huh.
Just the way it's set up, because we're on the edge of a big bay. We have a small harbour, and that small harbour goes into a bay, which is a huge bay. Because there's a ferry that will get you there, but it's about an hour and a half to get to the other side of the bay. And you've got to take 2 or 3 trips to get to the other side of the bay. So it's a pretty big bay.
There's the Equinox headed downbound.
Okay.
So it's gonna be going back out into the lake, upbound.
Oh, so it's doing the opposite of what you're showing here.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool. Usually they put containers on top of there, right?
No, see, those are hatches, and it just all they put all the bulk material in there, and then they unload it.
I see what you mean.
And see that right there goes up and down to the side and lifts the hatches off as when they pull up to a dock and they suck the whatever's
stuff.
down there out.
No.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean now. I thought containers would go on top of there. That's
No,
why.
it's a bulk carrier.
Dominic, why didn't you tell me that?
I don't know much about it. Yeah, I do, Jim.
I was going to look something up and I've forgotten what the bloody hell I was going to look up now.
I read it once in a while. Not to bring up a bad subject, but did you get your Facebook fixed, Paul, this morning?
No,
Oh,
no, I did not. Boone, stop. You're not going with me. He knows I'm getting ready to go someplace. He can sense it, you know?
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Oh man, I gotta stand up. I think you guys are all set, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want me to make you host, Ed, or what?
No, you can make Dominic.
Uh-uh.
Appreciate it,
Dominic's
though.
the host.
Hey, okay.
Appreciate it. Because I'm going to be leaving soon, too. So.
That's all right. Joe will be in a bit.
Mhm. Yep.
Hey, Paul,
Yeah.
Jim said hi a couple times. You never answer him back.
Yeah, Jim said hi.
Hey, Jim. Yep. How you doing, buddy? I didn't say hi to Brenda either. Brenda, and Jim.
See, I read sometimes.
Have you got everything?
I think so.
One last check.
Don't be like that guy that I know.
Mm. Just don't
I
be
won't
that guy, yeah.
I won't mention no names.
That's it. Car keys, shoes, chair, toilet roll. Sat nav in case you forget your way back.
Yeah.
How's the weather there, Mark?
Dark.
Dark?
Yeah. It's 10:30 at night.
Oh, it's nighttime. That's right. Oh, shit.
Yep.
I keep forgetting.
Half
It's
past
like,
10. Half past 10 for Mark and
It's
half past 7.
been a cool, cloudy day today,
Oh, I hate that.
but it didn't rain, which is okay.
Yeah, that's good.
here, it was a little bit chilly this morning. It was like -3 this morning. And then it warmed up quite a bit. And no wind.
Whereas yesterday it was raining. And the day before it was gorgeous sunshine.
Day.
Yeah, we did that. What
That-
started off as a beautifully sunny
No.
day, it
Yeah.
turned to mush as the day went on.
It's 8 degrees centigrade at the moment
We're on 20.
with 12 to 22 mile an hour winds at 100 feet. What's up, dog? Every time I get up to let the cat in, the dog lies with her head in this pillow where I was sat. Now, cat, that's just teasing her. Cat just into my lap. So she was literally inches away from the dog.
Here's Joe.
No, that's
Paul's gonna have to
no.
come in there.
Yeah, he's going for a ship.
Edward, I promise. When I'm here, I'm gonna read the check. Good afternoon, Mr. Joe, or good
Good
evening.
afternoon. Good morning.
Eddie?
Good evening.
Well, for you, it's afternoon. You're the same time as me, so guess what I did, Mr. Joe?
You flew your drone and forgot your SD card.
Oh, you were listening. You were
I've
listening
been
in the
here.
background.
I've been here. I'm waiting for Paul to go fly the ship. When he comes back, I'm gonna get off. What are you talking about?
I know it was.
I don't feel like doing any
because
tech today.
He sent me a what's it?
Uh,
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing there, Mark,
Yeah.
when he said conveyor.
When he said
I was thinking
conveyor,
that's the name
it's
of a belt.
Conveyor belt, yeah.
Edward said
I
hello
said
to
it, I
Captain
said it
Joe.
out loud when you said it. Great minds think alike.
Yeah.
Hey,
See
Joe,
what I got for my granddaughter for tomorrow.
oh,
Oh,
nice.
nice.
I printed the basket.
Did you?
It's a 3D. Yeah, it's a 3D print the basket.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I figured she don't need any candy. She's hyper enough.
Oh, that's cool.
So that cost me a whole $1.25 and whatever it cost me for the filament.
How long did it take you to do that, the basket?
3 hours on the print. I just started it last night, woke up this morning, was waiting for them. Yeah, when I have a print that lasts like 4 or 5 hours, I do it overnight.
Hey, Joe, Edward said hello.
Had trouble getting on? Just click on that web. It should jump right in. On the top, Paul Murray.
Yeah.
Should jump right in.
Yeah.
Yeah, hit that and hit that,
It'll put
and
you in the room.
I will admit you.
Yeah, because there's nobody. He didn't put a room backstage, so he's a glutton for punishment. So
Yeah, there's no shrimp and lobster backstage like
Yeah.
Ray Kelly's.
yeah, but I don't want the shrimp and lobster that he has because it's that up north food, Yankee food. It tastes good. I got to bring. I went to a wedding in Washington D.C. You ready for this?
Mhm.
I brought a bottle of Tony Chachere's with me to have my own seasoning and hot sauce. And it was nasty too. I had to douse everything. You get a little flavor. No flavor at all. I was wondering if I had a cold or something, I had no taste.
Well, that guy that does them videos, he puts all the seasoning in the water and lets the water soak it all up.
Yeah, that's what.
Then
That's
when
for
he's
the.
finished,
Yeah.
when he's finished boiling the crawfish and the crab and whatever, he just leaves them soaking until they sink.
Yeah. Yeah, you do
For
that
about-
so when they
for about
sink,
half
what
an hour.
happens is that all the flavorings in them.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's my this morning pills I forgot to take. I had them sitting right here. I forgot to take them.
He keeps sprinkling that seasoning powder in there. But if he does say what it's called, I can never understand him.
Zatarans.
Is that what it is?
It's probably Zatarans. I don't know. It's either Zatarans or Slap Your Mama or there's another one. There's a couple of them. There's
That's a
one
good
company
name.
called Slap Your Mama Season.
that's a good name.
Yeah, the Zatarans is world renowned. Or Tony Chachery. It could have been that. It's probably Zatarans because most of the people boil with Zatarans.
Uh-huh.
Do you
And then
make
Those-
crawfish too, Paul, Joe?
he puts liquid crab boil in, doesn't he, as well?
Yeah, that's liquid crab oil. The only one that has liquid is Zatarans. Yeah, we're doing crawfish.
Them pots
But
that
Johnny's doing them tomorrow. I know that. He's gonna have
Them
about
pot-
probably 60 pounds,
them
Wow.
pots he
maybe
uses
100.
would cost a fortune.
Well, 100 pounds of crawfish. Actually, I don't know how many. He's probably gonna have at least 2 sacks, probably 80 pounds. If it's 40-pound sack, maybe it's 30-pound sacks. But he's probably paying about three or $4 a pound. Probably $3 a pound.
And then you add all the other stuff like the corn and all the other
Yeah,
stuff.
you put
with
the
it?
corn, sausage in there, potatoes, garlic. You take the whole garlic, you peel them and just throw it in, drop them in.
Good.
And you don't peel them individually. You peel it to the outside. You get all the excess stuff off, but you just have just the bulb, and you just slice the bulb in half and throw it in. Because
I
that's
like
gonna give you enough flavoring.
I like roast garlic. If you just put the segments of garlic in the oven and roast them,
Yeah.
Mm.
you can do it in the air fryer as well, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm wondering if you air fried it first and then threw it in there, if it'd give it a different taste.
Yeah,
But I think the Zatarans are gonna overpower it anyway.
mm.
But you get that I could do it in a pressure cooker. What I do in the pressure cooker is I put all of my seasoning in, and then I put potatoes on the bottom because they've got to sit longer. I'll put the corn in between, and then I'll put the sausage on the top. And I can put it in, and I put it in the pressure cooker for 30 minutes. 30 minutes when I open it up, everything's cooked right. And then I take the
Yeah.
top layer out to the potatoes, so the potatoes are still getting soaked. Everything else has got enough flavor in it. But I'll take the corn and the sausage out, and then I'll take the shrimp that I'm going to use and just put my shrimp in there while it's still hot and let it sit in there for about 10 minutes and pull them out, and they cook perfect. The hot water's hot enough to cook them. It sucks up the juice and everything, and that's if you got the shells on them. If you don't want the shells on them, if you want to just throw the shrimp in there, you can throw the shrimp in there without the shells, and it only takes about 6 minutes. You look at them; they'll be orange and everything. It's better to put them in with the shells because you get more seasoning in them.
Yeah, that woman was doing crawfish out of a tray, wasn't she? Without they'd already been shelled. Louisiana crawfish.
Yep.
Mm.
They've got a thing coming up next week. I could probably get invited to it for free. I'm thinking about trying to. You know, it's at the yacht club for a marine. It's a marine function they do, and I know the major that runs it. And I'll say, yeah, where do I get a ticket? They'll say, no, come on out. You know, they probably tell me come on out anyway. But it's and in fact, my son's going to be here. I think he's going to be here. No, I think he's leaving that day. God darn it, because he was here, that'd be cool. We'll bring him out there too. But it's a cook-off, a crawfish cook-off. And There's going to be like 10 teams that are going to do it, and it costs for the ticket. It costs you $70 to get the ticket to get in there. But it's at an open bar, and it's at the Pontchartrain Yacht Club. All the proceeds go to the Marine Corps, some kind of fund they've got. And and it's all the crawfish you can eat. And it's like you can just eat all day, and it's probably going to be about 2,000 pounds of crawfish out there.
Joe, Edward is asking you where your shrimp comes from.
Gulf of America.
Somebody,
Oh, policy, I gotta go.
No, it's
Oh, no, that
Justin.
might be Justin.
That's right.
yes, just
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
got back.
Paul's been fighting with Facebook all morning again. Him
Ah,
and
just-
David were trying to get him on Facebook again.
I just got home, so I've been gone all day. I went to my sister's and barbecued chicken and stuff.
Oh,
You ready to go to
nice.
sleep?
I went and barbecued some chicken, some hot legs, some hot dogs.
Delicious.
I
Joe,
had
he's
Yeah,
supposed to
sounds
talking to you.
Kung Po king prawns with egg fried rice.
And we had,
Tell everybody hello.
potato
We'll be back.
salad, macaroni and
We got
cheese.
Jody way back in the beginning, if he's still here.
Yeah.
Edward, Brenda,
Ooh, fajita sounds good, Dusty. Ain't
Jim,
gonna lie.
I know you're here.
It does
Still
stay
need to try to come in. JDS.
JDS
What's up, everybody?
and
Okay,
Dusty.
yes.
But oh, Dusty, like 2 weeks
Yeah,
ago,
Dusty's there.
I stopped at the dollar store on the way home and got a pack of that chicken with the fajita mix.
Oh,
I
okay.
randomly made myself some fajitas for breakfast, and they were so good.
Fajitas.
Eat us for breakfast. Mm.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got a little bag of fajitas. It was enough to make about like 3 good sized ones. And then I brought the little mini tortillas and a bag of cheese, and all together it cost me like $8 or $9.
Wow.
Wow. And you didn't even invite us.
Mm.
I don't know. I was just I was looking through the dollar store, and I was kind of just walking through the frozen section, just looking for something quick to eat, because I didn't feel like cooking anything. And I saw the
promise,
fajita
Edward.
mix, and I was like, "Oh man, I could just throw that in a pan for about 10 minutes."
Yep.
I've got a fajita mix in the kitchen. An
Oh, do
old El Paso.
Oh, okay.
I got that walk-in the other day with the instructions. You know, that
Uh-huh.
new walk? Here are the instructions, right? Look at the letters on the top.
It's Chinese.
The instructions for
There
using
ain't narrow an English letter on this thing.
Not in there.
Nothing. Look at that.
Where'd you order it from?
Timu somewhere.
There you
Yeah.
go. There's your fucking reason right there.
I mean, not a mother freaking thing.
I'll be back on. See.
Oh, I
That does
mean,
not surprise me.
Well, I didn't have to pay
how
a tariff.
how much instructions do you need to use a wok?
Well, they had instructions how to season it, when you first got it.
Well, that's
Because it
easy.
came
Just-
in and it was a
just-
light blue in color, and they said you got to season it, and they had it online. So I went online and looked at it, and I did exactly what it said. I put it over the thing. I turned it on.
You turn
you
it on,
put-
heat it up with rub peanut oil on it.
Yeah, you put a little oil on the bottom and wait till the oil starts smoking. When the oil started to smoke, you turn the fire off and then rub it all down with the oil.
Yeah.
And then when it starts to almost before it's cooled down, rub it down again and let it sit for 24 hours. That thing is the darkest blue I've ever seen, and it's done sucked up all that oil.
Hey, Justin,
Oh,
read what these codes said.
Well,
Yeah.
I didn't. Hold on. Beef and chicken? No, it was just chicken. They didn't have any beef.
No,
I
go
was
up
looking
two
for-
more.
The fajita mix up top.
Well, yeah, that's
Yeah.
why I started the whole Vita conversation. So I saw him put that in the chat.
Yeah. And Chinese food is best cooked in peanut oil because it cooks hotter.
Yeah, it does.
I'm allergic to peanuts.
Then don't use it.
Don't use it.
Use avocado oil instead.
Trying to decide tonight whether I'm going to have a chicken wrap Or I'm gonna have just a chicken on top of the salad. Look at that. Why they going on Paul? They zooming in on Paul. Why?
Because they know Paul, that's why.
They think it's a terrorist. That's what it is. They're gonna get him.
They all know Paul.
Oh, they are
Oh.
too. Look at him.
Yeah, because
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they said he's flying the ship. Here comes the FAA.
the thing is Paul used to be really big into their group, but
Yeah.
then he said they got too clicky and he didn't like it, so he stopped. He actually used to control that camera.
Yeah, I know.
But he actually has like a fucking like $2,000 fucking joystick just for controlling that thing.
Oh, nice.
But he used to be real big in their group, but then he didn't like the way they were running stuff, and they were, I guess, being kind of dickheads, so he stopped hanging out with them.
He fell out
He was-
with the
He,
wife of
he-
one of the
he was
blokes.
probably calling him for help.
Yeah.
How you work this joystick again? I can't sign in. How you do it?
Yeah.
No, I'm messing with him, but you know, heck, I think he's playing us more than he does. I think he plays us a lot. Because I can see sometimes he'll be saying something, but he's doing something on the side and he's already there. I just don't understand if he had to re-sign in with Facebook, how in the hell he put a number in it that was 4 years old?
Look, I'm all about charitable donations with my time and, Make-A-Wish Foundation and all that. That's why I let Dusty hang around me.
Yeah.
Just wait for it. He's gonna call me an ass or something in the chat in a second.
Anyway, guys, I'm gonna get going here. I got
Later,
family
Ed.
coming over for dinner and stuff. So
Who's the host?
it was nice seeing you. Who?
Easter
Don't
celebration.
sign out.
Oh no, Dominic is the host.
Okay.
I thought you were asking who's the host for my house.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure you want to know. He said he was making you the host. I remember that.
No, I told him to give it to Dominic. Okay, you guys have a
Mark
good
went
one.
and volunteered me.
All right, we'll see you later.
See ya.
Give me. No.
Well, somebody when they logged out last night
Yeah.
made me the host. There was only me
Oh,
and David on.
The
And I had
reason was
no
because
idea how to close it down.
the reason was because I had my internet kept going out yesterday. Remember?
Yeah, I know it did.
And
Yeah.
that's why I was the one that dropped off, and you guys shut it down like 10 minutes later. Because I was watching on my phone, I just couldn't get back on because of the fucking internet. All I had was my phone. I didn't feel
I
like
had
coming.
to
Okay, I'm back.
figure out
Had
how
to-
to give the
I
host
was on a
to
phone call.
David so that he could turn it off.
Yeah, I saw you guys struggling for a second there at the end. Y'all figured it out.
I probably could have found it if I'd have looked for long enough, but
Mm.
in fact, I would imagine that just putting the phone down on Zoom would probably have ended it, wouldn't it?
No, it would have just passed it on to the next person, which would have been David because he's the only one.
Ah.
So what it does is every time somebody's hosts, if one of us just gets knocked off one at a time because of connection issues, it will just keep reverting it to the next person in line.
Ah.
Now, if the last person in line loses connection, then yes, it'll shut the stream down.
Yeah.
So if David would have left and you just closed it on your phone, it should have shut it down.
Right.
But there's been times where Paul thought he shut it down and
Yep.
he was just showing a black screen on YouTube for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Yep.
The crazy thing is that some people watched it.
Mm.
Yeah, some people waited. Huh?
Well, I did. Well, he's not lying because I came in because that actually happened about a week ago. Paul left a live stream running for probably about 30 minutes, 40 minutes after he left and everybody else left. It was still running on a black screen.
Mhm.
And it sat there and people were still chatting in the chat about Paul leaving it up. But I don't. I
That's
think
fine.
he came back about a half hour later or so, and he finally shut it down. We saw the chat.
He probably didn't even look at it, notice it was on, and everybody was sitting there and just got out of it.
And then there was one time back when Paul was having issues with some other channels back in the day. He actually went live, and him and Paul Hodges were bashing the shit out of a couple channels. They didn't realize they were live.
Oh, Lord help. That's scary.
It was ones that everybody that Paul had an issue with at the time. That's long over with though, but that was probably about 3 years ago. That was a while back. And then they realized they were live and they shut the whole stream down.
I'm getting a cold, boy. I don't need this.
There we go.
Stop.
I bet there. Yeah, that was a
Don't
few
let me-
years ago though.
Hmm.
And they realized they were live. They shut it off and then deleted it.
Oh,
There's been a lot of streamers though caught doing some really raunchy shit though when they thought they ended their live stream.
yeah. I've heard of a couple of things like that on Twitch.
Well, there was that guy too that with that Zoom meeting that went super viral back in 2020, 2021, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
The guy was actually on a business meeting with a bunch of business people. He thought he
Yeah.
left the meeting and he started jacking off in the camera. Didn't realize he was still on the damn stream. And they were screaming for him to get his attention. He wasn't hearing them.
Had his mind on other things, huh?
Yeah, it shows him getting up, going and getting a bottle of lotion and some tissue, and he comes back. He sits down, he starts pulling his pants down. Everybody starts freaking out. Somebody screen recorded it and put it online, is what happened. One of the 6 or 7 people that were on that panel leaked that shit.
Hmm.
What's up, Al?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went over to my
He's
sister's
drowning.
and she had a whole bunch of she has got the weirdest shit in her garage, I swear to God. I go over there and she's having a yard sale. And I got a few things from her that she let me have. But I walk in her garage and I'm looking at these 4 big boxes stacked up and I'm like, what are those? She goes, those squeeze bottles, like Subway uses for their sauces. I was like, why the fuck do you have 4 brand new industrial sized boxes of those? She goes, somebody gave them to me. I was like, the fuck? And then
Because I can.
mind you, there's 8 packs in a box and there's 6 bottles per pack.
Hmm.
And she had 4 big ass boxes stacked on top of each other full of them. And then she had a whole nother 2 containers out on the thing. She goes, well, they're going for like $25 a pop on eBay. I said, so if they're going for $25 a pack, which there's 8 packs per box, I was like, just price 4 of them, for $100 and give them 8 packs for $100 and sell them on eBay. Some restaurant would buy them.
I'd be selling.
Yeah, I was like, you could undercut the shit out of everybody on eBay.
Yeah, I
You
told you when I
sell
went
8
in
packs for the
the
price of 4.
went in the academy that night with my kids, my boys. We were walking through the back of the academy, and I looked down in the head. It was $25 a saltwater pump for a swimming pool up to it was up to I think 400 gallons or something like this.
Uh-huh.
It was more than that. It was up for like a 4 foot by I think 12-foot round pool. So it was whatever gallons that is in it. And it could maintain a 4 foot by 12-foot round pool. And
Yeah,
it was
that's your-
$25 a pump, and they had like 14 of them. And I looked at them, and I got on eBay, and I was looking for them, and they were selling for like $250. And I told Nick, I said, go see if you can get a cart from up front. He said, what for? I said, I'm buying something. and I put all of them on the cart, and we brought them up front and stacked them. It was on people's laps and everything. When I got home, I stacked them all against the wall, right? Started
Uh-huh.
selling them on eBay. Within a day, I had like 4 of them sold. I think I stuck them out there for like $75 or something like this. Figured out, well, it might have been 100. I think I was selling for $100. And I was selling them quick. As fast as I put them on there, they were buying them. I went in all the academies in the area and bought them out of all of them. I had them stacked almost to the ceiling in here.
Oh yeah, that's all resellers do is they go to stores and they find shit that they got on clearance and it's still selling for a high price online. And then
Yep.
they just buy it and then they flip it. But the best by far business strategy online, if you're going to be a seller, is just do drop shipping.
Oh yeah.
You don't ever have to touch any
Yep.
product. Literally, you put if Temu has a picture frame for $5, but you see them they're selling, you could go on Walmart, sell them for 15, and the minute they order it, you just turn around and order that $5 and you throw their address on it. Boom. You
Yeah.
never even see or touch the product.
Yeah.
Makes it so easy. Drop shippers make some money, dude.
You gotta have a lot of time to fool with it though.
Well, yeah, the biggest, hardest part about it is you got to balance, because you got to be able to sell somewhat of a decent product, because otherwise you're
Yeah.
not going to last long, especially as a small business. But yeah, you got to be able to balance, like, okay, is this going for, I can get these from this company for this price and sell them on here for that price. So it's a
You
lot of
gotta hope
work
they
in
don't
that
run out of
sense. Yeah, it's a lot of work in that sense,
Yeah.
But see, if you're selling on like eBay, you can put how many you have. You can say 15 in stock, and then people know that's all you have.
Yeah, and you sell the 15, you go back and you add 10 more, someone that they got.
Yeah, or you find a different product to replace it. But that's
Yeah.
probably the hardest part is you're just constantly shuffling products around. But if you
Yeah.
do it right, you don't ever have to touch anything. You're literally just raking in money for just being a middleman.
Yep. I did that with Mardi Gras beads one year. I was selling them by the case. And I went to the place and I was buying them. And I asked him, I said, if I buy them directly from you, will you just ship them? He says, yeah. And I said, does that have to be the same address? I said, no. You buy them online and ship them. And I told him what I was doing. He said, just buy them directly from us. Put in the address that you want them to go to, and they'll go to them. He said, there's an additional fee for that. He says, no. And it was costing me less shipping than I was charging people because it was a business shipping it. And I was charging them like I think it was averaging about $15 to ship, and they were only charging me about $8 to ship. So I was making an extra 7 on the backside. I was doubling the price and making the extra money on the backside. I did that for 1 year, and I sold 427 cases of Mardi Gras beads, averaging about $30 a case that I made profit. The next year, I started to do it, and I wasn't selling as many, and they had somebody undercut me. They were doing it. They were undercutting me. They were charging, instead of me charging $34, they were charging $28.
Man, I can bet you can make some money ordering Mardi Gras beads, like cheap ass ones off of like Temu.
Well, I know.
Or AliExpress, like just or Alibaba or whatever it's called. You could order a shit ton of those, get them really cheap, order them in bulk, and you could probably sit out there with a little cart and sell them all night, huh?
Well, I would, if I could get a container of Mardi Gras beads at the cost, because you figure, Beads by the Dozen, the biggest distributor, sells a case of those beads for about $18. I guarantee they're getting them for $5 or $6.
Well, the thing is you could get them from, and like
Nobody.
that's what I'm saying, like AliExpress and all those sites, and was it Alibaba? They sell stuff. You can buy single stuff, or if you want to buy a
What's up,
bulk,
Al?
you'll get it way
Yeah.
cheaper. They'll knock the price down the more and more you buy.
Yep.
But I mean, a lot of resellers on Amazon that's all they're doing is drop shipping stuff, because they're ordering either that or they're ordering in bulk from like places like Temu for just little, dinky shit. And sometimes you'll find the same shit on Amazon. You'll find it on Temu for a third of the price. And it'll be the same exact item.
Yep.
Obviously, you're not finding names like that, but any like little
Yeah.
off the wall shit that you buy.
How's
Yeah,
everybody
so
doing tonight? Good, I hope?
yeah,
Yep.
the thing that really sucks about being, I'd say the only downside I could see of being a drop shipper or even a seller online is really no time for you to take a break if you don't got somebody who can fill in for you.
Yeah,
You
you
know?
got a point.
Just constant moving and shoving. You know, unless you can get to a point where you can actually legit hire somebody that could just sit there and do it all day for you while you sit in the house. That actually wouldn't be a bad business, Joe. You get like set up a small office, like 10 computers. You hire like 10 people come in. You
Yeah.
tell them that's all your job all day is to find deals on these sites and relist them over on these sites. And
Mm.
you fill the orders as they're ordering them.
Yep.
You don't ever have to touch no product. You literally just sit there and rake in money all day.
Yeah, make sure you got the right people though.
Oh yeah, but if you could get like a good solid 10 people in an office doing that all day, fuck, dude, you could probably pull in a lot of money.
Yeah.
And that'd be all their job is to do is just look
And when
at
they
Temu.
realize that they can make all that profit for themselves by doing the same thing, they all leave and do it themselves.
Well, that's I mean that's the thing, but
Yeah.
you know, if you're paying well enough too, think about it. Some people just don't have the ambition to start their own business neither, though.
Yeah.
They might be really good at a job, but they'll never branch out on their own. I mean, really, you'd only need just a little bit of money to start up a business like that.
Yeah. Not need much.
No, the computers would be about you, and you wouldn't have to like have no high end computers or nothing to do shit like that. Shit, you could probably do that on a Chromebook all day.
Do it on an iPad.
Yeah,
Yep. I'd give them computers, it'd be easier.
it's fucking a Chromebook and a cheap monitor, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
And a keyboard and mouse. It's
There's
literally
the,
all.
there's the raw video of tonight.
Something's out of focus. There then.
A little chilly down there. It's 44 degrees.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, Drozding got through to the final of the playoffs for the promotion.
Who did?
The Drozding, the town where I live,
Ah,
they drew one each and won 3-1 on penalties.
What's up, June?
They get to play Uxton Villa, who also drew one each and won 10-9 on penalties.
What's up, Bill?
hey, Bill.
Oh,
Brenda, how's it going?
hey, Bill. Which Bill?
That thing's a
Uncle
rust
Bill.
bucket.
Uncle
too.
Bill.
Uncle Bill.
Yeah, there's a couple of Bills.
Got Spinner. Spinner came in today.
That was the ship today.
You only shot one?
Yep. Yeah, it was raining nasty earlier.
Been sunny and hot here all day. Well, not real hot, but a little warm. Yeah, Bill, you got a point there. Yeah, it does take nerve to depend on a startup business to pay your bills.
Yeah,
It
when I
takes
blew my knee
nerves.
out at Pizza Hut, it was a freaky thing because I knew I had to get the photography started again. I had barely any income coming in. The only thing that saved me was the fact that I wound up suing them.
Yeah, I mean, starting up any business can be nerve wracking too,
Hmm.
no matter what it is. Especially the people that start up restaurants, man. That is a
Yeah,
crazy industry to get into right
that
there.
is
Or
that is too
restaurants, that's the
crazy.
scary thing.
Yeah, over here they estimate about 90% of them will fail in the first year.
Mhm.
Yep,
That's
They
like
do.
the failure rate of them. A lot of people get into restaurants that just don't understand the industry. I think is a lot of the problem. Which I
Yeah,
don't under. I mean, I'm not familiar with it. I'm just saying that's what I've seen. Kind of is the pattern with a lot of these when you're watching these shows about restaurants, and they're
I
shutting
know a
down.
few
It's
people
because
that have actually done it. So
yeah, you get some people are real successful. They just fly right into it, and then there's other people that just can't seem to understand how the business works, and they end up losing
mm.
a lot of money.
And you can be so successful that someone will pay over the odds and buy you out.
Yep.
I know someone. I know someone like that. It became such a success they bought him.
Yep. That's like my
Way
nephew. My
more.
nephew, that restaurant he's got, there's people that want that restaurant every day. He bought it. He actually bought it from my sister and her husband, my brother-in-law. He took it over and bought them out.
Well,
But
that's the
he
thing.
is a brilliant restaurant person.
That's the thing too. Is like some of the best restaurants I've seen that have been around for years are the ones that have a nice small menu and they stick to what they know, you know,
Yeah,
Yep.
and
simple.
they just perfect it, you know.
It's always good to have a simple menu and then just add probably a daily special
Right.
or something,
Once a week
yeah,
or something. Yeah.
seasonal special.
Yeah.
Because I know that
Ah.
place that I went to
Ah.
on Wednesday or Thursday, where it's called the
Stop.
thing I posted on Facebook, which is the Butcher's Diner. And it's a very simple menu. And what they do is they have a daily special, and
Oh, nice,
they
Jim.
pack that place out pretty much daily.
If you could start up a business at home off the computer, you eliminate all the overhead. Oh, yeah. But you may get to the point where you have to have overhead too. Like
Yeah,
you
there are.
got if you start
You're
growing
never
too
going to
big,
completely, you'll never completely eliminate the overheads, but you can minimize them to a certain point.
well, yeah, because even if you're working out of home, obviously you're still paying your bills. You just got to pay for your
Electricity.
internet.
There's
Yeah,
your electricity and internet. There's your first two overheads,
And
and they can't
insurance
be
Yeah.
eliminated.
and
Yeah.
business insurance too.
Oh yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
saying the two main ones on top of business insurance, and business insurance comes in public liability and public indemnity.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a hard word to say.
That was, I was about to say, easy for you to say.
Yeah.
Indemnity.
Oh, okay.
You got it right. It's
You
indemnity.
sure it's indemnity or not indemnity?
No, it's indemnity.
Indemnity. God.
I have a couple of words like that I just always fucking
It
have
might be
trouble.
like
Yeah.
aluminium. You got me saying
Yeah.
that shit. You know, right? Aluminium.
Aluminium, yes.
Need some aluminium for it. I'm gonna do that tomorrow at my brother's house.
Technically speaking, there's no tin in tin foil, but tin
No.
foil seems to be an easier way to say.
You know,
People,
always used to be called tinfoil.
yeah, people over
Yeah.
here, there's a lot of people that still call it tinfoil.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do at my brother's house tomorrow. If he says, you wanna take something, goes, you got some aluminium for him? He can look at me like I'm an idiot. Let's see if I even go there tomorrow. I don't feel good. God darn it. Yeah.
If he gives you stuff to bring
Tuesday.
up, last year, a couple of weeks, the amount you're eating now.
Oh. Who,
Yeah.
Joe?
Put it straight in the freezer.
What do you mean? I didn't hear it.
Hey, I said he gives you any food to bring. You don't have to put it straight in the freezer when you get home. You're not eating any of it.
You got a point. That's the problem. That's why I don't even know if I want to go over there tomorrow. 'Cause I know everything's gonna have big fatness stuff.
Well, what
They
are
can have
you?
probably more
Elderly
dessert than they can
people.
have food.
What'd you go him on a diet or something?
No, I'm
Yeah,
taking that.
he's on a diet, yeah.
Well, I'm not really on a diet. I'm watching them. I cut one meal a day because I
Yeah,
was
but
gaining
you've lost
fluid.
what, 40 pounds, 50 pounds?
14
14 pounds, okay.
in about in 2 weeks. But it's fluid weight too. It's coming off. No, stop. Well, I'm gonna throw something at you.
Pretty much all weight that you lose initially is fluid. And water weighs £10 per UK gallon.
Dude, I'm way ahead right now. I got 3 videos scheduled to go out Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Mhm.
Full videos. And I've got short schedule all the way to May 14th. And I've got at least 10 more to make that I'll probably do sometime tonight. So I'll get out almost to the end of May. So I could take a break in between and not do anything and know they're out there. And as fast as I said that I was getting 1,000 on all the shorts, yesterday they went to 300. They died.
Yeah.
That's crazy. The one that came out this morning, I got 20 on so far. It don't make sense. Because I got a 1.3K on one sailboat, and another sailing in Mandeville Harbor 300. Don't make sense. The picture with the Joey got 1.4.
Can understand that.
And the one windy day on the lakefront, right? If it is 1.5, just showing the waves crashing and a girl walking, and she wasn't even pretty. Wasn't nothing to do with a pretty girl. Me holding a drone up in the wind got 1.4. A great white herring that's looking for a fish, 1.3.
Mhm.
This is why it don't make sense. I've got a swing bridge hyperlapse that's got the most of, I think it's like the 3,000. I've got another one, swing bridge hyperlapse closing, 39 views. Basically, same different kind of angle. Don't make sense. They're hit and miss.
Yep. It's a lottery.
I'm not doing it for being monetized. And Facebook made a change on the way they do what you call it? On the side when you click on home, it gives you all those different things.
Yeah.
Mine would always come up and say feeds right off the bat, right? Say feeds right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got to go into more and find feeds. But don't do it anymore. That girl's still pretty.
Good evening, everyone.
Hi, David.
So,
Yeah,
Justin on here.
hi, David.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm on here.
Yeah, you weren't showing up on YouTube. That's why I came in.
Yeah.
Yeah, he shows up as Paul.
I have to change my name every time I come in because I automatically logs into Paul's shit. Man, I'm a fool. I ate so much food at my sister's.
Hey, Dominic, this girl right here,
Yep.
sitting on the beach with Vegemite Jr. Yeah. That girl, I'm trying to think of how old she is now. God. What do you think? It's in 2000. No, there's no way she's 38 years old.
Yeah,
No
you're just that
freaking way.
old.
Same age as
Hold
Laura.
on a minute.
You're just that old, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
2005 was 20 years
I
ago.
shot her picture 20 freaking years ago. She was 18.
Well, 18 and 20 makes 38.
Yeah,
Wow.
no. Son of a gun. Yeah.
She's probably got 2 kids by now.
No, she's
Yeah.
not. No, she's been
And
living
the
all
rest.
over the world. She
Wow.
Traveler, huh?
she became a teacher. And she went to Vietnam and taught in Vietnam for a while, and then she moved around. Now she's in St. Petersburg. But her family lives right here in Baton Rouge.
So she's
But I shot her
probably
pictures when she was 18 for America's Top Model.
yeah.
Mm.
So she's probably a English
Russian
teacher.
spy
I'm
now.
assuming.
I couldn't tell you. I think so.
Well, most teachers when they go overseas like that, usually it's for language arts.
Yeah.
To teach.
But she became a
English.
teacher. She was in America's
Wait,
Top
she's in
Model.
St. Petersburg, ain't that Russia?
No,
Yeah.
different St.
Yeah.
Petersburg.
It is.
There's more than one, I think, St. Petersburg in the U.S., isn't there?
We've got a comedian that's bringing out a TV series called The United States of Birmingham. And he's going
Yes.
to do a concert in all 13 Birminghams in America.
Mm.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was. I saw that the other day.
Oh, dude, I can go over there to that little piece of land that the U.S. owns in England. I can charge David tariffs to step over the line.
I think it's Garrett
You
that
do
did it.
realise you don't actually own the land.
They said that it's owned by the U.S.
No, it's
Documentary I watched.
It's
No,
leased.
It's leased.
No. It said it was given to the U.S. for the JFK Memorial.
Yes. But to
Get over it,
to
we want
stand
it.
on it, you'd be standing on the memorial. Well, not that.
No, it's
generous, you
1
know, eh?
acre of land. I believe it's 1 acre.
No, it can't be. We'd have built flats on it by now.
Come on, we're talking about the British. We're not that bleeding generous.
I know. We'd have
Mhm.
built
Okay.
houses and flats on it by now, won't we, Mark?
Now, when David hands me
Yeah.
a cookie over the line, I'll be like, charge him 20%.
You do realise if I hand you the cookie, you have to pay the tariff, not me.
I'll throw it back at
Yeah.
you. We'll just go halvesies.
Son of a gun. She's 37 years old.
Wow.
My God.
Hey, Jim.
Hey, you just been shooting pictures that long.
That's
Yeah.
19 years ago I shot a picture.
Crikey.
Yeah, she's definitely saying that to Laura.
She's 38, 19 years ago.
Yeah, she'd be the same age as me. She was born in 85.
85,
Oh, no. She's 38. That's right. The 84,
88,
Yeah. 80.
80,
No, it'd be
87.
86 or 87.
87. It's 87 or 88 because
Yeah.
Laura's 37 and she'll be 38 next year.
Here's
Yeah,
one
but
of
I'm
the
a-
pictures I
Just
shot of
turned
her.
37.
Yeah, but I'm
That's
30
her when
now.
she was 19, 19.
I'm 39. I was born in 85, so she would have been born in 86. And
Have
she's
you had,
30.
That's one of
have
the
you had your
pictures.
birthday this year?
My
Yeah.
motorbike was built in
Yeah, so
19...
she could have been born in 87 or 88.
My motorbike was built in 86.
You and Paul were also.
Yeah, Laura was born in 88. She's 37. February.
Hmm.
Yeah, look at the date on this. Look at the date on this shit. 2006. My God.
Hmm.
Oh, now I'm going. I gotta go to sleep. I'm getting old.
That's 3 years before I retired.
You need to do some damn traveling.
Ah, darn. What gets me is that time blew by.
Yeah.
Any
I
more
know.
donations yet, Dominic?
I don't know. I haven't checked. But thank you for your kind.
All right.
Oh my God.
I had a.
Yeah, I've been doing this too long. That's what it is. I need to
Yeah.
retire. I need to retire, get me a motorhome, and just travel.
Yep.
Hey, Bill. Bill's son was born in 88.
Go travel all up through the U.S. Go up to Canada.
Mm.
Go through Alaska.
Can't go through Canada. He's banned.
Yeah, you never get back in.
Why is that called traveling? Why won't you leave the country? You know, like
If you go on
go
holiday,
Europe, go Australia, go Philippines, go China, go Russia, wherever. Afghanistan's good this time of year.
Yeah.
I've been in other countries. I'm not going to other countries.
if
I
you
wanted
get
to go to Australia, wouldn't let me.
if you get a motorhome and you drive into Canada, and while you're in Canada, you fill up the petrol tank. When you come back into America, have you got to pay a tariff on that petrol?
Yeah, good point. You are making a valid point there.
Valid point.
I
Probably.
doubt it.
You have to pay a tariff of everything you bring in there, like a food you have in your camper too.
Yeah.
No, there is
You
a
have to pay a
limit.
tariff coming in, a tariff coming out.
No, there's a limit when you come into customs that you can actually bring stuff in privately. And I
Yeah.
think it's like $5,000 or something. You don't have to pay any kind of like import.
Used to be a
or
lot
anything.
less than that. Used to be
Yeah.
a pound, I think.
That Canadian fresh air, you know, that's expensive now.
I mean,
Yeah.
I could be wrong
Paul.
on
Pay the
that
tariff
amount.
on
but-
that.
Yeah, I think Justin, it's $500 a day.
Eh?
Yeah, but there's a total amount though if you were gone for a
Or-
week or two
Or
traveling.
1,000 and a blanket for Paul with
The
clothes
amount-
underneath it.
The value of goods you can bring back.
Yeah, like from a vacation or whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, look at that picture, made my life just flash before my eyes.
Hmm. Can
I'm
understand
thinking,
that.
what have I done in the last 20 years? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's only it's up to $1,600 in goods will be duty free under your personal exemption. If the merchandise is from an IP, up to $800 in goods will be duty free. If it comes from a CBI, whatever the fuck that is. I don't know.
So you can get the Air 3S in, but you can't get the Mavic 4 in.
Anything after that, it goes by $1,000, and you pay a 3% flat rate per $1,000 after that.
3% per thousand, that's $30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be bad. I mean, if you're trying to bring $1,000 worth of stuff in, I guess. If you got past the $1,600 point, you want to bring a little bit more. I mean, if you're willing to spend that much on shit when, buying shit while you're on vacation, at $30 ain't nothing. And so we used to get the people from Brazil all the time coming in. They'd come in the afternoon, the late afternoon, evening time after they'd leave Legoland. They'd get Ubers down to our Walmart, which is about 4 miles down the road. And they'd come in and they'd buy up all kinds of shit, take back with them. Real busy in the summertime.
Yeah, stuff that they can't get there.
And stuff that's a lot cheaper too. Like I said, when that guy came in and bought all those video games and stuff, him and his son, he said that it was because he goes, if you paid in American money for this $60 game, he's like, you pay 60 American for this, but if you converted it to our currency and bought the same video game, he said you'd be paying 250 American.
Jesus.
So him and his son bought a couple Xboxes. They bought like 4 or 5, 6 controllers, something like that. They bought like 20 games. Yeah, they loaded this whole fucking suitcase up with electronic gaming stuff. Spent a couple grand.
You open a gaming shop where you rent time on a games machine out.
Yeah, he said he comes. He was telling me that he would come to the States every few years, and they would buy like, electronics and stuff like that just to get it cheaper, and then they'd take it back.
Anything, Paul?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What happened there?
Today is Saturday, right?
All
Yeah.
For
day.
you it is, yep.
Some people.
Dude, that's the way to go though. If games are that expensive down there, I'd be taking cases of them down there and reselling them. But their used game market's pretty good down there too.
I went on Anchormate last night, the site, to look for something, and they changed the name. It's now Eufy
Oh, okay.
EUFY Make. And they don't sell printers anymore.
No.
Printers. Now the thing is, they still have accessories to it. So I think I'm gonna have to order me an extra heat element. and like all the bands and everything, get them now, just in case.
So they discontinued all their printers.
Yeah, now they're coming out with a new item. Find it. They're coming out with a new item. It is the world's first personal UV printer with 3D texture.
Mm.
So it picks like it does flat like pictures, but it raises them a little bit and gives the 3D texture in them. So that's what they're going to. It's called a
Well,
UV printer.
Just think about it. They discontinued. They're selling parts now. Remember what
That's what I
happened with the
said.
drone the other day? Don't sit around and think about it too long because you might miss that.
Yeah.
Because they might only be selling until they're out of the parts and then that's it.
I know. It's all they're showing is 3D printer accessories. That's all they're showing.
Anchor make is a victim of tariffs, maybe. Yeah, it could be it, Al. As I said, the only tariffs that got exempted were car like certain car manufacturing products like chips and stuff and cell phones. That was it. And computers. Those were the three main items. Ain't nothing else covered by that. Best believe them drone prices are going up.
Yeah, if I bought the whole extruder head, the whole piece, it's $150.
How much
Just
did
for
you
the
pay
whole-
for that printer?
Well, the printer sold for $600, but I got it for the price of the cheaper one because they switched them out.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, if I would spend $250 right now, I get the motherboard, an extra touchscreen. But you know what? If it came down to that, I'd go get a Bamboo.
Yeah, honestly, I would just use that one until it craps out and then just go ahead and get one that's newer and it's got
I'd get a Bamboo.
more support. Yeah.
Yeah, the one Johnny's got is very quiet. God, darn, it was quiet when I was over there.
And then bamboos are fucking quick at printing too.
Yeah,
Like those bamboos will blow a lot of printers out of the water.
That one that Lloyd got.
Like the
Like it-
bamboo.
Bamboo.
Yeah, like the bamboo that when Mike put it up against one of his enders, like the completely modded out one, dude, it like a print would take like say just for example 10 hours on that ender 3. He could do it in like 2 on the bamboo, same print, so much quicker.
now I might order just to order the filament detection module. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Just in case that goes bad. That way that's only $14.
Well, this is the thing too. It's a value. It's this printer that was valued at 600 when sold, but now
Yeah.
that they've discontinued it, that value is probably cut in half now,
Yeah.
and you're pretty much going to be spending that just buying extra parts for it. So you might
Right.
as well just go ahead and just get a new one when that one breaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then sell yours for parts only.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, I just looked at the extruder. It's sold out. So are they going to have it for sale again? You know?
I mean, like if they came out and said, "All right, we're discontinuing the printer, but we're going to continue to make parts for the next, say, 3 years," and it would be worth buying parts as needed to keep it maintained.
Yeah, it would.
But you don't know when they're going to stop selling that shit. They could stop selling it next week, and then you're screwed pretty much until it breaks. Or I mean, you'll be fine, but then you'll get screwed whenever it breaks on you. I like when companies actually give you a timeline and they say, we're not going to make it no more, but we're going to at least support it for the next 2-3 years. Then that gives you an idea. Okay, I can, I don't have to stress on it for a couple of years. But when
Yeah.
companies don't tell you that, then you're kind of just fucking shitting in the wind at that point.
Yeah, because they don't even have it on Amazon anymore.
Yeah, Al said, I guess you can build things on. So it's got like a built-in CAD system, is what you're saying now? The Bamboo Studios. It wouldn't surprise me. A few people I know that had Bamboo didn't really ever have any complaints about their programs. So I bought my 1500 brand new.
They don't even have it on eBay. So it's like, that ain't good. Like I said, it might be worth, if I could find one, picking it up for $150. Just in case. It goes out, then I have a new one.
Watch, Joe's gonna be, I'll just wait till it breaks and then I'll get a Bamboo. He's gonna be looking at that printer every day. Break, you son of a bitch. I want that Bamboo.
No,
Why would you
no, I don't
prefer
want to spend the
bamboo?
money.
That'd be the one time that the fucking printer decides to not shit itself for the next 5 years.
Mm.
Just works perfectly.
Why would you want a bamboo?
He likes the
Johnny's
one that
is
Johnny's got.
good. Johnny's
Yeah.
works.
Get that one that Lloyd got. It was about half the price of a Bamboo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bamboo work, but they're heading for a big crash because they're forcing people to use their software, and it's all going to come into paying a monthly fee.
Ah, it's Chinese.
Well, this is what's going to happen. You really can't tell from now because there's two things consumers are going to do. They're either going to dump them and they're going to go under, or they're just going to comply and do it. It really depends on whether the company holds out or not on that, and tries to take a stand on it. And then you'll really see what's going to happen. Some companies will cave right away, though, when they get enough people complaining.
Well,
Yeah,
what
but-
aggravates me is they didn't send any notice to anybody or say anything about them discontinuing these things. You know what I mean?
Or, I mean, you might have gotten an email at some point and just missed it.
No, I didn't get an email. I'll check my emails every day.
Obviously, didn't get the dick pics I sent you yesterday because I ain't heard nothing about that.
Yeah, I
Just
didn't
wanted
get
your
that either.
opinion. I wanted your opinion how you thought it looked.
Now it says they still have support for these things. That kind of aggravates me.
Well, I mean,
Like I said,
message their customer service and ask them. Say, how
Yeah.
long will you guys be supporting, replacement parts for the printer? See if they have a response for you.
yeah, or
If
they say they're sold out, or you gonna
Yeah, there you go.
are these
Ask them,
coming back?
ask them about that and everything. Because if they say, yeah, we're going to be making parts for the next 2 years, then yeah, you're good. You don't have to buy all
Yeah.
that shit right away. Were you talking about the little drive bands for it?
Well, the drive bands too. Let me see if they got those.
Actually, you might not want to buy those right away because those aren't good to just sit for long periods of time either.
Yeah, I know.
They'll dry out.
I'm talking about the whole big unit that does all the printing. I was
Yeah.
gonna buy one of those just as a backup. So that if it goes bad, I can just change it,
Is that
be
a
a new
common
printer
thing
again.
for those ones, or is that a common
again?
problem? Or is that a common problem with that particular model? or
Not
what?
normally. Not normally.
Well, like I said, message them if they say, yeah, we're going to be doing parts for the next 2 years, then don't waste your money on buying it. Because
Oh,
then, a year later, you might decide you don't want it anymore. And you can
It's
just get
just
rid of it.
odd. It's just odd that they don't have them and the printers aren't listed anymore.
And it could be maybe they wiped all maybe they have a whole new line of printers coming out. They just
It could
haven't put
be.
them on yet. So they stopped manufacturing on the old ones.
Yeah.
Maybe they just don't have any more in stock, so they're just taking them off, and maybe they'll put a whole new lineup on or something.
Yeah.
But I think the one thing that
Hey, Josh.
people got pissed off at them about was they were coming out with that, the different color filament changer.
Right.
What is it, ADS or ABS, whatever the fuck they were calling it.
Yeah.
And then they abandoned it after so many people were waiting for so long for it.
Right.
ADS or ABS. Yeah, Jim, my one of my uncles, he was a mechanic for like 15, 20 years before he got his ASC certification. When my dad shut his business down, he went and got a job with a dealership, which they required that. He ended up having to. That was like years ago. 'Cause he's in his late 70s, mid 70s now. He is a mechanic for a good like 50 years.
Jim is a master mechanic.
They call it master techs. That's like so when you get your ASC certifications, if you get the top, like all the certifications, they label you as a master tech,
Ah, okay.
and you get that master tech.
Title.
Yeah, most dealerships and like big companies and garages, not like Walmart, like dealerships. A lot of them require you get some type of ASC certification. What's up, Laura? Yeah, I'm fucking tired.
Mm.
Hey,
Long
Laura.
day today.
What'd you do today?
I was at my sister's all day, and I was barbecuing and stuff. I barbecued some chicken and some uh, hot dogs and sausages. She made macaroni and cheese and some
Hot
other
dogs
stuff.
and sausages or hot dogs and snossages?
They were those big red ones. The kids wanted them, the spicy
Ah.
ones or whatever.
Snossages.
Yeah, I went over there and barbecued.
You barbecue at home very often?
Not in the last year or so, because we threw our barbecue out like a while back, and because of the bottom got all rusted out on it.
Okay.
Because there's two types of people around here: people that keep their grills in the garage, and people that just leave them outside. And if you leave them outside, they don't last more than about 3 to 4 years. They'll start rusting out.
Well, you have to cover them, right?
Yeah, unless you put a cover on them. But it's better if you have a really nice one to put it in the garage when you're done with it. keep it out of the weather. Like if you got like what is it like? Was it the Blackstone grills?
Yeah.
I think that's the name of them. Yeah, like those ones, you don't want to leave those outside.
My function is to study the nebulous events on the group, consuming the influence of age. I can't wait to see where these events take shape. I hear the world here. On the holiday to investigate these touchdowns. This is sure.
Oh yeah, especially up there. Yeah, of course, Jim. You don't want snow and shit burying your grill, getting it all rusted and nasty.
Mm.
Yeah. Or if you live near a coastline too, you definitely don't want it outside. Fucking salt in the
Yep.
air. Just eats everything.
It's got to be seasoned. That's why you leave it outside.
Well, like I said, it depends on what kind of grill you get. You buy a cheapy little $200 grill, and who the fuck cares? You know, you're spending a couple grand on a really nice one. Yeah, you definitely don't want it outside. What was that channel's name? Primac?
Which one?
Primac Media? How you say
Yeah,
that?
Josh.
Josh
Yeah, he was at
said,
the South Florida drone meetup. He's one of the new
He-
kids on the block.
He's the one that sent the Neo to TJ.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
yeah.
All right, Jim. I didn't know that. So ASC's not as old. Okay. I have 13-year-old Weber who lives outside. Best girl I've ever owned. You should see the fucking uh amount of grills that fucking Matt has. Oh my god, he's got like 4 or 5 of them on his back porch, and he uses all of them too.
Hmm.
Who was that?
Was
Third man.
Yep, he's back
Birdman is back.
after his computer.
Yeah. It came up with a message said, you must upgrade to Windows 11. And I clicked no, keep with Windows 10, and it fucking shut my computer down. It's some scan fucking mode. They're getting fucking right crafty, Microsoft.
Joe, I hope you've had an amazing day.
Thank you. I did.
But now shut up.
No, I'm gonna say now shut up, right?
Justin,
what?
I ring you.
Yeah.
You regret that.
Knew that was coming.
Because he doesn't have to answer it. She can ring him.
What the hell?
Dear.
Yep.
Fuck's sake, what the hell is all this bullshit? Oh, very quiet.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, what Hamilton done now?
Mm. Yep, agreed. Yep, okay, see you, Josh. Thanks for stopping by.
It was in the chat either, was it this morning or last night? Last night, I think.
Hmm.
Mm.
Okay. WrestleMania 41. Jeez, it's been going that long. Crikey.
God, sounds like Justin's in my fucking flat. Sorry to raise everyone's stress levels, but Paul, did you have any luck with Facebook?
No,
I think I may know the problem.
well,
When I
I
use
worked
that-
on, I worked on earlier today. I had, AZ on the phone with me again for a couple hours this morning.
Yeah, but that email address that you used on the stream this morning, when I tried to search you on Facebook via that email address, it says it's not linked to an account.
That makes sense.
Mm.
So could you be using the wrong email address?
Well, we tried them all. We tried all my email addresses.
Like I said, it's just worth a try.
Well, thanks for thinking about me, but yeah.
Mm. Yep.
Does anybody know any good AI websites that are doing voiceovers?
Not really.
No.
They,
I use ChatGTP to make the pictures that I needed,
yeah.
and
Oh.
they are quite funny.
The only one I know of is 11 Labs, but they're fairly expensive.
Yeah, I tried to search for free ones, and they were all like Google listed shitloads of free ones, and every one of them you had to pay for.
Yeah. Or a free
Yeah.
trial.
No. They let you do the video and all that, but you want to download it. No.
Yeah.
You've got to pay for this shit. I even tried to use OBS to screen record it, and it wouldn't let it.
Mm-hmm.
Bastards. Dominic, I've sent you 4 photos. Yeah, that I've got Chat GDP to make with my video.
Oh, yes.
They're all going to fit in perfectly, aren't they?
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like about Chat GDP is if it makes an error, yeah, and completely knackers it up,
Yeah.
yeah, it won't let you, it doesn't give you your credits back. It goes,
Yeah, I
"No,
know.
you've used your thing, so you can only do 5 pictures. Hence why there's only 4. But there will be more tomorrow. I've got to do the attack seagulls and stuff.
Yeah, because I did the action figure, which is
I was actually
that was a big thing for all of 5 minutes.
Yeah, I was going to do that, but someone said you have to put loads of detailed code in, and I was like,
No, basically it's just one prompt and one photo. And the prompt, I've got the prompt if you want me to send you it. I can easily.
Yeah, send me the prompt. Because you have to have more to it, don't you? To
what you do is you use the prompt, but you've got to edit the prompt with what you want.
Yeah, so all the little GIF things.
And then you've got to add a photo of yourself.
Yeah, you can use cartoon photos, can't you?
You
I've seen some people do that.
Yeah, you can, but for it to work a bit better, you've got to. That's what I did. Okay, where is it?
Yeah, because I might use one of the photos I just sent you.
Yeah, because as I said, it went through the internet for about 5 or 6 days.
Yeah, there was fucking hundreds of people that were doing it.
Yeah.
In fact, I was one of the few that was able to mark myself safe from it.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'll send you mine, but you're gonna have to
edit the prompt.
Change the.
I won't be able to do it till tomorrow anyway now, because
I know that, but I'm just saying what I'll do is I'll send you my
prompt, and then
prompt, and then you modify it from at your end. Just create a picture of a relaxed and friendly style, and then where it says there is large writing, that's what you change, because you do the 2 lines, and then what you do is you add extra, because what I did is I took it from a website, and it was for soccer thing, and it had ball, shoes, World Cup theory. Was that?
What extra? You know the little extras.
No.
Like Captain
we're
Joe
not
had the
eating yet.
drone and
Wait.
everything. What did you have?
Yeah, you basically. I've sent it to you. So what you do is you change the large writing, and then add some supporting work items to the figure. And the one I'd stolen from it was a soccer player. And it said, have a ball, shoes, and a World Cup trophy. And it says the packaging designs minimalist cardboard color, cute toy style sold in stores. The style is cartoon cute, but neat and clean and a la Mattel toys, and give the Mattel logo at the top corner. But then you can actually start playing with it. And instead of, say, cartoon, you can actually do ultra realistic.
Yeah.
But if you do the ultra realistic, you'll have to
change-
upload a photo of yourself.
Yeah, so all the capital letters is the bit you change.
Yeah, yeah. Those are the two. Yeah. And then you change the supporting work items to whatever you feel. It's usually usually can get away with 3.
Like axe, chainsaw, white hockey mask.
Back in a sec.
Hey, Jody.
What I propose is the only defense we have against them. It's important for not to do. Because I recall saying, there were a few crew members who had some doubts about your situation. I'm sure that it's headed to do potential threat. We succeeded. I am to instruct the and you first contact and
We just had a stray clap of thunder.
Wow.
That's fun.
Yeah, I love the stray ones where you just randomly just one bang and it's gone.
Yeah, I've just looked at the. Yeah, there's more. I'd say there's more on the way. Going by the radar,
Yeah, we're a few
looks like
months
it's going to
away
get
from
pretty
Thunder.
juicy.
A very high risk, high flop shot from Oscar Farr. Not quite, but that was very well done.
Here is Ellie holding the piece here. R516 winds are changing.
I don't get it to upload the
Okay,
picture.
so I'm back.
Oh, great.
So Dominic, you've been taking care of the channel, have you?
Yeah, well, I took really good care of it.
Good. So you became my go-to guy then.
Yeah,
And David helped you, and Joe.
everybody did. Yeah, it was
Oh,
a team
good.
effort. I'm not gonna take any credit for it because it was a team effort.
He was cracking a whip.
Was he?
Looking like it's big yard. Short Eagle putt to get within 1.
I realize why she's barking at me. I didn't put any food in their dish this morning because they spilled it all over the place. So I'm there to eat it off the floor first. And they did. Now they wanted some food. They had the kibble all over the place.
Really?
I told them, I said, I'm not sweeping it up. I'm not vacuuming it up. Y'all eat it.
Right back. I gotta go check on Boone and see. I don't see him around here. It's just that, you know, when I get doing things, I leave him outside, you know. Oh, stand up, Paul. Stand up. You can do it.
Where do you want the photo?
Oh no, here he comes. Here comes my little Boone boy.
I found it.
He was up on the couch sleeping. Okay.
That medicine that they get, that took that Mongovi or Jovi, whatever the shit is. That I don't want to eat. I'm not even hungry. I can't even figure out what I want. Might do shrimp tonight.
Shrimp tonight?
Maybe. Make it like a burrito, shrimp burrito. Like a wrap with some lettuce and stuff in it.
We got a possibility of rain tomorrow, 6:00 p.m. starting and ending at 7 p.m.
We got storms. Looks like it might be all week,
Really?
which is gonna suck. Because my son's in for the weekend. It's gonna rain every day.
He's not gonna like that.
Well, he got to deal with it.
Now, is his wife gonna be there?
Yeah.
How do you get along with her? Good?
Oh yeah. I like her more than my daughter.
Do you tell her that?
Yep. So both of them now. What are you talking about?
One thing I gotta admit, Joe, the military has taught you to always tell the truth.
Yes, sir.
And it told me to tell you what I don't give a damn. That's what it told you.
This is not work like. Do you understand?
Yeah, I wouldn't have said the truth. The military teaches you to tell them what they want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Teaches you to be accountable.
Mm.
Okay, but no.
But your military's always saying it's not their fault.
Get up there, sit down, get up and lay down. Get up there.
It teaches you to be responsible and accountable. That's the best way to say it.
Well, it
And how
don't
to
work.
break things and kill people.
It don't work. Your military never admits to anything.
You're about to give me a heart attack. That's what I'm saying. I guess the left is where she was looking.
Is back in play. So what is she lying here?
Well, it created one, but it had like 9 million fucking stupid items at the side. Got it. There it is. Done.
It was a short shot for the win. It really kicked
Buller.
Come on.
Just delete my fucking picture.
Yeah.
And he still fucked it up.
Yeah.
I don't know how everybody else got theirs so fucking perfect, and mine's like just chucking all sorts in. I mean, why the fucking hell do I need an eraser?
Yeah, I know.
But it'll be a good image.
Lipsticks.
That's not what Alice come up with, the expansion, this total measurement, seems to pull a plug entire survey. Why?
Special number that will accurately predict the rate of expansion. I can demonstrate something.
Could possibly go wrong. Somebody put a post up on the Wickford group. Nice to see the police out in force in Elder Way, chatting to teenagers who have been throwing stones at houses. Somebody put, what? The police actually told them off? They went, no, told them how to throw the bricks. Yeah.
Everybody's a little quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very.
Is anybody else on tonight or no?
Uncle Bill's on in about half an hour.
Half an hour, okay.
What does it have?
8
12
p.m.
holiday.
Joe, did you order anything? Joe, did you order a new drone?
No,
While you were looking.
I'm looking at the parts from my printer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because if they discontinue the printer, I'm gonna definitely get the belts and get at least a couple of cheap parts, like the heat element and
Okay.
just in case something breaks. Because it looks like they discontinued. I'll send them an email to see if they're discontinuing everything. Because I'd buy the extruder, the whole unit first. That aggravates me that if they do that, I get the stuff that I know that could probably go bad. Crazy.
Hey, Gucci.
A mysterious object fell from the sky in New Jersey. Could it be a UFO?
There we go.
No, it was Donald Trump's tariffs. So high you can see him from the sky.
Oh, Dublin. It'd be a nice place to go to.
No, I'm disappearing. I'm not coming on bills tonight. I'm falling asleep.
Okay,
Oh, no.
Mark. Hey, get some rest, buddy.
Yeah.
And have a happy Easter.
Yeah.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Later.
No.
Dominic, you got any big plans with the family today or anything?
Yeah, in the afternoon having lunch. A little
What?
bit after Uncle Bill's.
At lunch at somebody's house, or you going to
No,
a
we're going to a pub.
Oh, okay. Well, that'll be
She's
nice,
going
huh?
to Dublin.
David, you got any big plans for Easter?
I might do something different tomorrow and sleep in.
Sleep in, okay. Justin, I don't know what he's gonna do.
Yeah. Gitchy, can you check your messages? I don't know if you've seen your messages from Laura.
Hey, Gitchy. Laura's been sending Gitchy messages.
Yeah, telling her about our wedding, I think.
Oh yeah, well she needs to donate to your dress up game too.
You don't.
Hey Gitchy, how you doing? Gitchy, you have a happy and wonderful Easter.
Hey, Trevor.
Trevor.
Stop.
Right, are we calling it now? Trevor's
No.
here.
Stop.
Yeah, we're calling it now.
Oh, are you calling it? Okay.
Yeah, Trevor's here.
Well, Joe's the one that's going to call it.
I'm not calling nothing.
I think we can stay on until Uncle Bill.
I'm not in
comes on.
charge.
I am. You made me host again? Okay.
Yeah, I gave you host back just as you came back in.
Okay.
Hey, Gitchy, what the hell? Who the hell's rubbing boobs of Molly Malone?
Who?
See what Gitchy put. And they frown upon rubbing the boobs of Molly Malone.
Oh, no.
The statue.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I
who the hell
know that.
who the hell's going up to a statue going?
Yeah, it's
Well,
it's tradition.
in this today's world, nothing surprises me.
It's tradition.
You just see the Welsh going up to a sheep statue and started rubbing his bum. Oh, have you seen that news article just Dominic? Let me see if I can find it. Somebody posted it. It was funny. I'm not sure if it's true or not.
Resistance is futile.
My boner. Go it down.
Right, got it. There you go. I don't know if this is genuine, but somebody's posted it on one of the Facebook
Lay down.
groups.
Lay down.
Hmm.
That's fun. That sucks.
What do you reckon? Ron thought he got his lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't work.
It only happened in New Zealand.
Exactly. Typical of New Zealanders.
Yeah, don't like them, do you, Dominic? When's the Ashes next, Dominic? Is it Christmas?
What was that?
The
What?
Ashes, is it Christmas?
Yeah. Late
Yeah,
November. Yeah. Boxing Day is when it's in Melbourne.
Yeah.
There'll be
Is that
90.
is that your area?
Yeah. Melbourne Cricket Ground's my home ground.
You go to watch it?
it's almost impossible to get tickets.
Really?
Yeah, there'll be nearly 100,000 people there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Last year when India was here,
100,000 people, Paul, right? All sat in the crowd, hoping that the guy in the middle hitting the ball smacks the ball so hard it knocks the teeth out.
yeah,
You
there
gotta
was
love
300 and just over 350,000 there over 5 days against India. So
What?
I reckon we
Yeah.
can. I reckon we can up that to
Well,
closer to
you'll up
500.
that for the Ashes, won't you?
You know what sucks about parking in places like that though is you got to remember what parking
Where you were?
section you parked in. It's like here, like if you go into parking places, they'll have different like section numbers and letters that you have to. And I always take a picture of them when I go by.
You'd
so
be
we
lucky to
remember.
get 1,000 car parking spots there because of the way it's built. The public transport that comes up to it, it's easier to park in the city or park in the surrounding area than actually park there.
Well,
It's
They have
way-
park and ride.
couldn't
Oh,
you
yeah,
put a
basically park and ride. You've got
couldn't you put a GPS on the car and see it on your phone?
you've got 2 train stations, two tram stations, and it's a short walk from the city. So believe me, I've been there. I have been to the place when there's 100,000 people there, and I'm pretty much back where I was in 20 minutes.
How many tickets did he give the Barmy Army?
Probably about 10, hopefully.
I was on the phone.
What, 10
Trevor.
tickets or 10,000?
I'm not sure how many. I think the Barmy Army would make up probably 1,000 at most.
I don't know. They make a hell of a noise.
Yeah, but I'm saying the Barmy Army itself, which is that self-contained group, like a cheer squad.
What, the
Whereas
England
just
Barmy
English
Army?
people, I reckon in terms of just in the Barmy Army, which is just that group, and then you've got all the little splinter English groups, probably
Yeah,
about
you know the
10,
English Barmy
15,000.
Army has over 50,000 members.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying the specific group that generally comes here is only
Yeah.
about 1,000 or so. When the ones, because I don't expect 50,000 to come from England.
Don't know. Christmas in Australia. Oh,
Yeah,
see ya.
they might spend 6 months in a leaky boat. Do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, pull up on the beach and get turned around and take them back.
Yeah.
I know your plans.
Yeah. It's over. It's over 5 tests. I think they start in Brisbane, then go to Adelaide, go to Melbourne, and then I think it's Sydney and then Perth, I think in that order. But at the same time, the following year, 2027, March 2027, they've got the what would they? It's the 50th anniversary of the centenary test. I don't know what sesquicentenary,
Just a
something
minute,
like that.
Dominic. Gitchy, that what you're saying about the buses, that's everywhere. You have to flag down a bus. I know
Yeah.
in London they just tend to pull up at the bus stops, but that's because the bus stops are so crowded. But in everywhere else, you have to stick your hand out. You could be sat at the bus stops, and if you don't stick your hand out, that bus is going straight past you.
Yeah, I found that funny when I went to Sydney or when I went to Perth. I'm standing at the bus stop, waiting for the bus, and the bus just keeps going past me.
Yeah.
Over
Stick your
here,
hand out, did you?
yeah, no, I didn't stick my hand out. Over
That's what I
here,
mean.
they just stop.
Yeah, in London
stop
they
at
do,
every
but
stop.
everywhere else they don't.
Yeah, I know, and I learnt that.
The amount of times that me and Laura have been sat at the bus stop looking at our phones and look up and the bus goes,
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Check the app. Next bus is 20 minutes. Oh, let's
Yeah.
walk it now.
I got summons to jury duty on the 21st. of May.
Oh, okay.
Jury duty, huh?
Yeah, so I go in there and they're like, I'll go in there for some parking ticket. I'll be like, hang them. And they'll be like, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Like-
gonna be residing on the jury of Donald Trump's tax affairs.
No, I'm gonna go in there for something like it's gonna be somebody disputing like a ticket or something stupid. And I'm not just gonna be like, hang them. Give them the death penalty.
Have, have you done jury duty before, Justin?
Yeah, it's been a long time now.
Was it just a simple case like you're talking about here, or did you get into a really big case?
You won't know that till you actually go. What it's for.
Yeah,
It could be
they don't
something
tell you till-
minor.
No, but
Yeah,
I mean, in the past, was it a big case?
No, I didn't. I got dismissed.
Oh,
I
did
didn't
you?
even. Yeah, you get dismissed more than you actually get called into something.
Yeah,
You get
because
dragged into something.
I got called when many years ago, and I went in and the judge went, "Do you have any issues with any other people on this case?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's my best friend. He's innocent." The judge went, "You can't talk like that. You'll be found contempt of court." And he said, "But on this occasion, I'm going to dismiss you." And I went, "Do I go back to the room now?" He went, "No, you're completely dismissed. You're not reliable."
Get out.
Oh, cool. and he went, "And we won't be calling you back." Cool.
Man,
So I'll
they're-
never get picked for jury duty again.
and they're trying to pick jurors. What do you think of people that run stop signs? I hate them, just like my daddy before me and his daddy before him.
They had to go to prison, all of them.
Yeah. You just say some wacky shit like that and they will kick you out so quick. Or if you're a first responder, like my dad used to just show up in his uniform every day and every time, and they'd just dismiss him immediately. Go. You just show up there in your first responder uniform and they'll dismiss you almost every single time. They won't even try to keep you. They'll just tell you to leave. I can pay $100 if I want to get out of it, but I'm not giving them $100. I'd rather just go and get paid for being there, because they do pay you for it.
Hmm.
But it's not much, though. It's really not that much.
Well, if the jury duty lasts all day, do they feed you at least?
I
Yes.
don't know.
Yes, you do. You get your
Not
dinner.
here. I have no idea. I've never been to it here.
And if you get a really big case, they can pay for your hotel.
I've only ever did it in North Carolina. I've never had it in Florida before. It's the first time I've ever been called for it.
Well, over here they do anyway. You get your free meals and your hotel room.
But I went like 8 years with
For
my
2
North
weeks.
Carolina. Yeah, the thing is I lived here almost 8 years with my North Carolina driver's license before I finally switched it over to Florida. I was because you could just renew it online, so I just kept renewing it every few years online.
Could you imagine, right? You get called up for jury duty and you think, easy 2 weeks, and then you find out you're on a case that's going to last like 2 years.
All I'm saying, I don't mind. They better pay me a livable wage, though. That's all I gotta say. Otherwise, I'll go all liar in the courtroom. No, I hold
Mhm.
you in contempt.
Oh no, what you do is when they're doing cross-examination, you look up at the judge and say, "I got something to say."
Yeah, burn them.
Just a minute, Gitchy. I'm actually looking for that Molly statue.
Yeah.
Be like some victim up on the stand. Get the firing squad. Just say some random shit.
I tell you
God.
what, Gitchy, I think somebody has been molesting it.
Well, hold on. What are y'all looking at?
Gitchy said, "Look up a statue, the Molly statue in Dublin." Look how well worn they are.
Yeah, I know.
As well, they should be. Surprised their lips ain't worn
Nice.
as well. It's like, why is her ear hole all worn out?
Yeah. Where do I? I'm gonna. No, I'm.
Oh, Dominic, are you going to call it?
No, I was just
Alright,
gonna
Gitchy,
say
I'll
I'm not
catch you
making any
later.
comment about Molly Malone. Sorry.
Oh, Molly Malone. Okay.
Who is
Yeah,
that?
no
anyway?
comment.
Who is it? That's what Justin wants to know.
I don't know who
Some
Molly Malone
famous Irish woman.
Apparently, she's some woman that gets molested quite often.
Yeah.
What was her? Well, what did she do?
Well, no, there's a statue someplace. Kitchy pointed it out.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
in
know, I'm
Dublin,
saying-
in Ireland.
What was she famous for though?
Big
Hang on,
boobs.
Big boobs. That'd be right for the Irish, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
A bronze statue of a fictional fishmonger named Molly Malone, the star of a well-known Irish song.
Okay, so it was a fictional character of an old Irish like folk song.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's just somebody's depiction of what she would look like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An artist, yeah. Okay.
And they, yeah. Yeah.
Just leave it there, I think, Dominic. There's not
Yeah.
much else you can say.
And
Trying to
they
add to it.
obviously felt that they needed to define her with a little more
Bigger.
Well endowed.
yeah, aesthetic information
Aesthetic.
to
Like,
get
oh my
their point
God.
across.
Fucking words he's trying to stitch together. is like-
Dominic does the job, doesn't he?
with exquisite balloons.
Yes.
We don't call them balloons over here. We call them melons.
They have a delectable
Knockers.
touch.
Baps.
Yeah,
Bristols.
yeah, and bras are called the over-shoulder boulder holder.
Later, get you.
Bye, Gitchy. Hey, have a good, happy Easter. Get yourself some chocolate. Some chocolate.
So I went to get some bin bags today. Walked into B&M and the Easter eggs were all up reduced to clear.
Yay.
Having some of them. £10 Easter egg for £2. Having it.
Yep.
What bothered me? Everyone was going around picking up the £2, £3 eggs that had been reduced to £1. Yeah. And I saw the big one at the top that had been reduced to 2. And I was like, God, that's a £10 egg. That's going in my
Well,
basket.
the best time is Tuesday. Go into the stores and they got all the Easter egg stuff. Like
Monday
Well,
over here.
the day of Easter, they'll usually do like probably 15, 25%. But every day after that, they'll keep dropping to 25, 30, 40% every day.
Yep.
And eventually it'll be like 95% off. You'll get something that was like $10 for like, 80 cents or
like
75
Cadbury
cents.
eggs or
Yeah.
Reese's.
Yeah, they start
Reese's,
throwing them at you.
Reese's eggs and
Well, see, like places like Walmart, Amazon, things like that, they have a certain
Are
deadline.
your
They
shops
want
open tomorrow?
Yeah, they'll be open.
oh yeah.
They only
Oh,
close.
No, we're not
for-
open on a Sunday. We're open on the Monday.
Oh,
Nothing
you're
is open today.
you're not open Sunday. Okay.
No,
Yeah,
they
Our,
are.
our shops
most-
are not open tomorrow. Easter Sunday. and
Most
Christmas
shops
Day.
weren't open on Good Friday. And I think the only thing you'll find open today is 7-Eleven.
No, the only play times the big retailers close is usually Thanksgiving or Christmas. That's it. Other than that, they don't close for anything else.
Yeah. A couple of the religious stores, like the Entertainer, they close on Good Friday. But in general, it's normally Christmas Day and Easter Sunday. And a lot of stores have now started closing Bank Holiday, Boxing Day.
Well, a lot of retailers for the longest time gave up on Thanksgiving. They were only doing Christmas, but now a lot of them, like Walmart and stuff, they reverted back to doing Thanksgiving because they've gotten so much shit, screamed at them over the years. Last 5-6 years, people have just been, employees need those holidays off, blah blah blah, to where a lot of retailers have given back in and started taking that day off too.
Yeah. I remember one time Christmas they used to close for 2 weeks. They close on Christmas Eve and wouldn't open until the 6th of January.
Trevor said his shops are open in his area. But then it depends on states. Certain states might have old timey rules like that. That you can't be open, past a certain. But I think there are a couple states where retailers can't open until a certain time on Sundays. if I'm not mistaken. I think there is a couple Midwest states that do that.
I remember when McDonald's first opened on Christmas Day over here, and they went, "We're only going to trial it for 1 year because we don't think it's going to work." There were fucking queues for miles. It was like, what the hell? It was the 1 year that everybody was complaining about the turkeys had got off.
Ed says that Statue of Molly, they're not sure. Evidently, somebody's done research whether she is a real or a fictional character.
It's fictional because it has to do with the name of that song.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, Cockles and Mussels. I had to look it up. I can remember it.
Yeah, most of our shops close at like 10, 11 at the latest usually. I think Walmart closes at 11, I think. They used to be open 24/7 nationwide, but
Yeah,
when
COVID killed that.
Well, this is what I said before though. We actually had a meeting a year before COVID that they wanted to do that nationwide. COVID just gave them a reason to go ahead and implement
Awesome.
it. They were already planning on doing that a year
Because
before.
it's actually Easter Sunday already, I got to open the Easter egg, and it is one solid Terry's chocolate orange.
No.
Oh, I hate chocolate orange. Ugh.
No,
That was the one
problem is
candy
now.
I did not like that you guys sent me was the chocolate orange.
Yeah.
The kids liked it.
I
but
used
didn't.
to. I normally get the Easter egg and smack it on my head to break it. I can't be asked throwing it downstairs. I'm not going to be doing that with this one. I'll knock myself out.
Well, over here they sell those chocolate oranges that actually break off into orange slices.
Yeah, that's what
And
this is. But...
oh god, dude, I hate those. Ugh, I do not like
oh,
it.
it's already split. Cool.
I just don't like orange and chocolate together. I don't think it's a good mix.
Yeah, I don't agree. I agree.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I'm gonna say
Dominic,
I don't agree.
The one most basic chocolate I like
Yeah.
is those little mint chocolates. Go ahead, sorry, Joe.
yeah, that's all right. I went in and got a couple of handful of shrimp.
Yeah.
They were frozen, so I put some water on them, get all the ice off of them, and that just made them look where they almost thaw out. Put a couple of tablespoons of Cajun season, shook it up real good, got them good coated.
Yeah.
Put some garlic, coated them real good. Put them inside a little thing of aluminum foam, aluminum foil,
Yeah.
foil. And I put some butter in there and a little olive oil, and I'm putting them in the air fryer for 400 minutes.
Okay.
40 minutes. 12 minutes.
We're
12
getting
minutes.
you, Joe. We're
He
getting you.
said 400 minutes.
Yeah, 400 minutes. They're gonna be dead. Fighting with this dog. Go.
400
See, that's what I
minutes.
like to
later.
do with. That's what I like to do with asparagus on the grill. I'll take
6.5 hours.
I'll take aluminum foil,
Yeah.
put the fresh asparagus in there, chop the ends off, and then I usually put a little bit of olive oil, salt, and pepper, and then I'll put a whole butter, a stick of butter in there, and then I'll wrap it up real tight,
Yeah,
and then I'll set it on the grill and let it just sizzle inside there.
it's
Cook
got
for
butter,
about an
olive
hour.
oil, and all of that. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, you just it'll be all sealed up,
Yep.
and then about 10 or 15 minutes before I take it off the grill, I'll open the top of it and let it smoke it real good. And then it comes off and it'll just be this nice, soft, smoky asparagus. Oh, so good.
Yeah, I'm doing 12 minutes now, and then when it's finished, I'll open it up and do about another 4 minutes to kind of fry it up a little bit, to kind of blacken it a little bit.
Yeah, I love
Then I
it.
don't know if I'm gonna make a wrap with it or I'm gonna just put it on top of salad. I don't know yet.
My two favorite vegetables is
Oh,
asparagus
got a
and
phone call.
I love Brussels sprouts.
You're right there, Paul.
I know. All of a sudden, I had a cough going on.
No.
Yeah, somebody rackled your bird cage.
Well, if it was birds, it had to be coming from you.
No, it's a saying. When you get dust on the back of your throat or something that makes you cough, they say someone's rackled your bird cage.
Oh, I woke up last night like that. My throat felt really dry and I was coughing. I had to get up and get some water. I was like, fuck.
Well, I sleep at night right on the nightstand. I've got a Diet Pepsi, and I'll wake up and my throat's dry, and I take a couple of swigs of Diet Pepsi because that's what Joe told me to do. You know.
Best
You
thing
know
to do.
what, Paul? I've got a real good idea for you.
What's that?
Get yourself a sleep apnea machine. Right?
A what?
A sleep apnea machine.
Well, you know, I did it. They put me in the hospital. I did a sleep test, and they said I didn't need it.
No. Don't worry about that. Just get yourself one, right?
Why?
And you know the section that they put the water in? Yeah, just fill it with your Diet Pepsi, stick the
Yeah.
mask on, go to sleep.
Yeah, and they can't really get a good reading from one test neither, because the way they do it is they do a sleep apnea machine.
Well, I was,
and then they put a memory card in it, and it records you for like a month straight, and then you give them that memory card.
Justin, I was
That's
in the
how they do it.
hospital for 3 days doing a sleep test.
Like I said, it's still not enough though. Like if you
Yeah,
see
it
the
is.
average sleep tests, they're over a month long. Like 'cause when Sarah's mom recently did hers, she had to put a little micro SD card in her machine and record it for a whole month, and then she had to take that into the doctor's office and give it to them.
Well,
And then they
when
went
they
over.
put me on the sleep apnea machine, I put it on the first night, and for some reason it fucking malfunctioned. It just kept pumping more and more air. And obviously, because I'm panicking, trying to get the freaking face mask off that was stuck to my face, yeah, it was going, oh, he needs more air. Just pumping more in. But Laura's led there in bed going, what? 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 Is it not working? What? I'm like, I won't be using one of them again. I don't care if I've got sleep apnea.
I don't know how
I'm
people
gonna.
sleep.
You only die in your sleep.
I don't know how people sleep with those on
Dominic's
anyway.
got to go get on the next show
I move
Yeah.
around too much.
with Uncle Bill.
What are you calling it, Dominic?
Dominic's calling it because Uncle Bill, you got to go and join the thrill. You know.
I'm going to do something. I'm going to go do some other stuff.
Okay. Okay, everybody. Hey, thanks for being here. We'll see all of you again in the morning.
Yeah, catch you later.
Later.
Bye for now. David, have a good one.
You too.
Bye-bye.